Welcome into the second look here on AL.com. Mark Heim, Creg Stephenson from McConnell Automotive on Dolphin Street down in Mobile, Alabama. Creg, this season's game of the century is upon us. Alabama, LSU. These two teams, a lot alike.
Yeah, I mean, they virtually are identical in what they try to do. They're going to try to run the ball to great running backs, Heisman candidates. They're going to try to hit the big passes downfield on occasion. Defensively, they're going to load up to try to stop the run. So I'm really interested in this game. You know, even without all the rankings, it's two very similar teams that both try to do the same thing, and it's only a matter of which one's going to do that.
You know, strength on strength, we've talked about this with Alabama in the past. It was Arkansas's running a game against their front seven. It was Georgia's running a game against their front seven. But when you look at these two running backs, both elite running backs, not only in the conference but in the country, which of the two running backs has the better rushing day this Saturday?
It's interesting. I mean, Fournette has not been held to under 140 yards since last season. So you got to figure he's going to be at least somewhere in that ballpark. However, against Alabama last year, he was under 4 yards a carry, I think 83 yards rushing. So if any team is built to stop Fournette, it might be Alabama. Derrick Henry's another guy that, very quietly, keeps cranking out 120, 140 yards. So in terms of actual yardage, it's, I think, Fournette, but if Henry can get into the end zone a couple of times, then maybe he's the guy that ends up having a better day.
I think it actually might be, I think Fournette's the better running back. I think Derrick Henry might have the better rushing day. That is, of course, if Alabama's offense caters to what they do best. If Kiffin gets that wild hair and starts wanting to throw it on first down, they get some negative plays on first down, those pre-snap penalties. I really think it's going to put them behind the 8 ball. If they stay ahead of the chains and the downs, I look for Derrick Henry, if Nick Saban has his finger on the offense, to keep just pounding him inside late in the game. I think he breaks a couple. With that said, it's going to be a battle of wills and a battle of strength. Who do you like in this one?
I got to pick Alabama in this one. I mean, they're at home, and Vegas is behind me. They got Alabama as a 7-point favorite.
Yeah, Vegas said, "Let's see what Creg says, and we'll go from there."
Exactly. If Alabama, when this game has been at home, has tended to do well. Obviously, the 2011 game being an exception. So I like Alabama in this one, but it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a 7-point.
All right, Mr. Vegas, is there a SEC conference win in Auburn's future this season?
I don't know if it's this weekend. They go to Texas A&M. Texas A&M got a little bit of a spark with Kyler Murray at quarterback last week, so you got to like their ability to score points. But looking ahead, Georgia all of a sudden looks like it's kind of playing with a broken axle. That game in Auburn, I think Auburn might have a chance to win that.
For their sake, I hope so. Things just aren't going well. I think this has been one of the more disappointing seasons in recent Auburn memory. I think Gus Malzahn has not done his job as a coach in getting his team and his players in the right position. So I don't expect a win this week. I do expect it to be competitive. I do think the difference between this team and past teams is their willingness to keep fighting and not give up. So we'll see how it plays out. So you tell us, we want to get your thoughts on Alabama LSU. Which running back has the better rushing day? Is it Fournette? Is it Henry? And does Auburn have another SEC win on their schedule this season? For Creg Stephenson, I'm Mark Heim. It's the second look on AL.com from Dolphin Street, McConnell Automotive in Mobile. Until next time.